Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey, thanks for joining us on today's spectacular kind of special car. Listen, we carry a lot of Chevelles here. It's rare we get 454 model cars because there wasn't a lot of them made, and it's rare we get them with documentation, and that's what we have here today. Not only do we have documentation, this model here in particular has some great options and features on it. As we walk around the car, you get to see some of the cool stuff. And I want to talk about something that's a little different than maybe on this car than some of the others. This car has air conditioning, and the reason why I spent some time on that is because back in the day when people were ordering these, first off, it was very expensive. Second, it was the first thing we ripped out when we wanted to go faster. And to find these cars now with any sort of air conditioning system at all is an amazing find. So, and just in case you don't know, the Chevelle Super Sports really couldn't be authenticated with just the VIN number on them. You had to have some documentation. When you have documentation on a car, it adds a good amount of percentage to the value of the car, so you can always know for a fact that you really do have a real Super Sport, whether you have a 396 car or you have a real SS454 car, which has a lot more power than it's called out, and also a lot more rare. All right. So this is an original Fathom Blue car with white stripes, and I want to talk about these for just a second. So come on up, and I'll show you what I mean. For instance, we like to talk about the quality of the paint, and what I like Arsh to do real quick is show you guys how you can read everything inside the paint. I don't care about this right here, but I like you to see inside the paint. You can read all of that there. That's what you want to be able to do, especially if you're looking online at cars. If you came here to the showroom, you'd have no question because this car looks beautiful under the lights, but you're online trying to save some time and some money so you don't have to fly out and look at every single car ever, and that's kind of what Flemings is trying to offer you. A nice turnkey, ready-to-go car that you can enjoy. But I wanted to elaborate a little more about this and the white stripes. So come on up here. What's nice about this is the car was painted its base coat of Fathom Blue metallic paint, all right? Wet sanded. Then they went ahead and laid on the white stripe, all right? Wet sanded again, and then the whole car was clear coated. And the reason that's important is because you don't want to be able to feel the stripes in here, because over time, as you wash the car and wax the car, these are going to start to disintegrate. Okay, and then you end up having to repaint those kinds of things. And by doing it this way here, and you can't even feel them, it's really nice. It's just very nicely done. This car has new bumpers, new headlight trim rings, grille, emblems, wheels, tires, power disc brakes, which is one of the things we forget to ask about. I love the call out on the hood, even though this is the standard Super Sport hood. Okay, I love it, the fact that it says Cal and Duction on it. This right here, awesome emblem. Look at that thing in red on the fender. It says, hey, how you doing? 454, all right? More importantly, what you don't remember is that these cars here had a lot of power, but they could also carry some people in them. Once we get inside the car, I'll show you what I mean by that, but you can easily take the kids in with you. You can take another couple to dinner with you. You don't have to race this car, man. You can just drive down the street. It makes this rumble that you can't buy from a regular car anymore. You shift in the shifter, the engine's following with the RPMs, you know you got a big block 454, and when you go to park that car out front with the valet is going to take this car here and he's going to put it out front, he's going to take that Porsche and park it around the back, because everybody who walks out of the restaurant to see this car is going to go, wow, that's really cool, or oh, I remember that car, or I had a friend who had one of those, or I rode around that car with my dad, or. That's why these cars are so great. The stripes continue on these models here. Some people don't know, like for a 442, the 442 only gets stripes on the hood, not on the trunk. Incorrect that they're on the trunk, but like this car here, has the right stripes in the right places. The vinyl top on the car, I think it looks awesome. And I have to tell you, I'm not a huge vinyl top person, but with the stripes, this car looks like a convertible, and it just pops, and it's so different. I love Fathom Blue to begin with, all right? Also, we have the SS callouts here, the big SS tips in the back. All right, you can see all this new stainless pieces, new lock cylinders, call-outs, taillight trim there, taillight lenses, bumper bolts, all the little stuff that makes it very expensive. And then if we could look down here real quick, I want to show you here. Chassis is all detailed. You can see the 12 bolt there, and the bar you see across there is a sway bar, part of the F41 suspension, which was an option on this car as well. So not only does it go down the road well, it handles well too. All right, so let's talk about some authentic parts for a second. One of the things on here is if you moved up to the big block cars, whether it's a Camaro or a Chevelle, you moved up into these 5-spoke, what they call Magnum 500 style Super Sport wheels, right? Depending on the make and model of the car, whether it's an AMC, Chrysler, a GM car, everybody used this same kind of wheel in a different variation. So for instance, like say a Mopar would have been all chrome, or a Ford Mustang would have been all chrome. Here we get the painted centers, trim ring, and the SS center cap right here. Buried inside there is power disc brakes, which is really nice to have. You want to make sure that if you can go this fast with this kind of muscle, that the car will also stop as well. Okay, I love hood pins, man. Hood pins just say muscle car all day long. If I have to own a minivan one day, all right, even a minivan, I'm getting hood pins on my minivan, because you know what? Nothing says I go fast better than hood pins. All right, so come on, let's take a peek under here and see what all this Mark IV Big Block is all about. All right, check this out. Nicely detailed, okay? Correct cowl induction air cleaner on there, so it looks good. It's got the manifolds on here. It's got the cups like it's supposed to for the spark plug wires to protect them from the heat of the manifolds. Look at how nice everything is. Nice and clean. It's all new, stainless bolts. It's got the battery topper on it, okay? It's got the air conditioning system in it, which looks really good. Power steering. Makes a huge difference driving the car. Dual horns right there. You say, well, Tom, what's the big deal about dual horns? Well, I'll tell you what the big deal is. The big deal is 9 times out of 10 they have no horns in them when I get them. Or the turn signals don't work. It sometimes takes us half a day just to get the turn signal system working properly. And that's the kind of car that I'm hoping you get from us, okay? Power disc brakes we talked about. It's got a new booster. A wiper motor is detailed. You could be proud to go to a car show and open the hood of this car and show off what you have. This is nice, man. 454, which makes it pretty rare, with air conditioning and a 4-speed. It's an awesome, awesome muscle car. Okay, let's take a peek in the trunk. All right, so come check this out. It's a little stuff. Not a big deal, but little stuff that I like to do that I think this says, hey, I'm looking finished. For instance, I like to put the decals in the car. I like to put the correct trunk mat and spare tire cover in here. New weather strippings when the car was repainted. New bumpers on the car. When you open this trunk, you say, well, what's the big deal? Well, look at it, man. This thing looks really, really nice. And when you go to a car show or something like that, you're gonna wanna leave this open. You're gonna wanna open the hood. Have the windows down in the car so when people walk by and they go, wow, man, that's bad A. 454, 4-speed, nicely detailed. Wanna sell it? You know you're gonna get that. And if you do get that, that's a really, really nice compliment. I like to bring you in here because you know what? This is where you're going to spend some of your time. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of detail stuff that other people don't show you. For instance, all of this seat molding right here is new. The seat backs are new. It's got the correct pearlized white interior, not the regular white interior. 70, you would have got a pearlized interior like this, okay? These are the differences that I'm talking about, all right? You say, well, Tom, what's the big deal about the chrome strip? Well, you're right, there's not a big deal about the chrome strip. The chrome's right here maybe only cost me 150 bucks for a whole spool of it, but I gotta pay an hour or two to get it on there. I gotta make sure there's mats in the car, seat belts are in the car, those kinds of things. You say, well, what's the big deal about seat belts? Well, if you want 4 or 5 seat belts in a car at 100 bucks a seat belt, because you gotta buy the seat belts, you gotta have somebody install them, that's 500 bucks. Seat backs, another $300. This chrome piece, another $200. New chrome buttons for the backs of the seats, new window cranks, ashtrays, trim screws. Those are the kinds of things that tell you that add up. That's why people buy cars here, because the idea is that you can just go for a ride tomorrow. If you want to get this car, as soon as we can get it to you, you can be wheeling it because it's going to have gas in it. It's going to have a temporary tag on the back. So I had the oil change and the fluids checked and all that stuff, so that you don't even have to deal with any of that, man. All you do is take whoever it is you want to go with, get in the car, and go for a drive. All right, so come on up here to the dash. All right, so this has not only the Super Sport dash, this has the upgraded Rally dash as well, meaning that it has the factory tach, okay, and clock and full gauges that are here, right? It's got the original AM radio in the car. It's got the console, the buckets, obviously, okay? And how do you not love that thing? That just fits in your hand right. You'll remember it just like it was circa 1975 or 1980s or whatever it is. You could afford one of these cars, and you had to give it away, and then now you're in a place where you can afford it. You know what? I'm telling you, man, for all these older people that I buy cars from all the time that can't drive the cars anymore, if you can afford to buy something like this, buy it before you can't. Okay? Have some fun, take some people out of it, because these are not, it's not like you buy this car and it's worth half in a week, like a regular new car. These cars continue to go up in value, because obviously it is, because this car was $4,000 when it was new, and it's not $4,000 anymore. All right? Anyway, I want to get back to the seating of the car. There's plenty of room. I'm 6'1". Like, look at this, man. I got plenty of room in here to move around, take my friends, take my family, and go for a cruise, and just makes for just an awesome, awesome time. This car makes a great rumble. The steering wheel feels so good in my hand. I got power disc brakes to stop the car. I got power steering to park the car if I want to.
And that's why I get so excited about this stuff when I talk about it.
Okay, listen, as we close up the video on this car, I want you to look underneath of it. Listen, it's a frame off restored, real deal 454 Chevelle with a 4-speed, with air conditioning and documentation. Forget all that. Let's just say that that was not important. The fact of the matter is, it's a great looking car. It drives well, it sounds well, it rolls down the road, and it is so much fun. I gotta tell you, if there's any way you can find a way to get this Chevelle in your life, you need to do it now. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.